Alright, guys. I can't sleep. So I wanted to also talk about the Royal Rumble. Okay, I got my WrestleMania tickets. So it's also that time of the year. I head deep into the WWE right now as far as the road to WrestleMania. WrestleMania is the only pay per view I ever buy and watch every year from the WWE. I'm not that big into wrestling as much as I used to be, but it's still the only pay per view that is worth everything. So I will watch it no matter how crappy the matches are. There's always still the Undertaker's match. But anyway, that's not the case right now. Right now it's the Royal Rumble for this year, 2012. It is this Sunday, this upcoming Sunday, January 29th, 2012. And right now, as it stands, it seems to be a decent Royal Rumble. We have on the card, we have Daniel Bryan versus The Big Show and Mark Henry in a cage match for the World Heavyweight title. We also have John Cena versus Kane and CM Punk versus Dolph Ziggler for the WWE Championship, with John Laurinaitis being the special guest referee. And of course, the 30-man Royal Rumble, downgraded from the 40, which was last year, but back down to the original 30. New stipulation is every superstar is eligible to compete in the Royal Rumble, including World Heavyweight Champion Daniel Bryan and WWE Champion CM Punk. Very interesting stipulation. Should either one of those win, who's going to be facing them at WrestleMania? So, this past or last night on Raw. Very very interesting Raw. The past two Raws leading into this Royal Rumble have been actually pretty decent, pretty good in my opinion, considering how bad the WWE has been declining lately in ratings and in keeping a set audience hooked. Of course, there's those diehard fans that always go to the shows, always watch the TV shows, no matter what. But to see Zack Ryder getting a push, big ups. I'm not really a Zack Ryder fan. I haven't been watching Z, the True Long Island Story, at all. Never seen a single episode, but I've been hearing about it, and of course, hearing that everyone's behind Zack Ryder all the way, and for him to finally get pushed to even help out in a story for a character as big as John Cena, that's still a great thing. And he's played his part well, and with the whole fight right now with Kane, this past Raw, which was last night. He fought against Kane with the his ribs and back still injured. Kane, of course, completely just slaughtered him, choke slammed him through the walkway, the entrance stage, and is now being reported as having a broken back. So WWE might keep him off of television again for a while till his storyline injury heals. CM Punk has been all over John Laurinaitis. Everyone has been claiming it to be the new Stone Cold versus Vince McMahon feud with CM Punk and John Laurinaitis. So I can kind of see that CM Punk, after stepping his game up and WWE letting him run free, letting go of the reins, he has done phenomenal work for a character. I am a big CM Punk fan after meeting him at Tribute to the Troops 2008 in Iraq. Just long story there, but still, he's still phenomenal to me. And for him to get this push and be able to hold his own and bring like an Attitude Era essence to WWE now, considering they're straying a little bit away from the PG scene, which is very good. WWE PG is something I really couldn't stand. But we saw him actually get into a match with John Laurinaitis. Very interesting build up for that on Raw, and then the stipulation that if John Laurinaitis admitted that he would screw over CM Punk, to have Triple H sit there and say, if you screw over CM Punk, your job is going to be evaluated as general manager, and you will more than likely be fired. Great stipulation. Didn't see a match, but still, John Laurinaitis got the GTS. CM Punk never fails to disappoint me, and Raw is not Raw. SmackDown is being taped tomorrow night. I'm gonna get those spoilers ahead of time when it's done. I'm not gonna post them up on here. I'm gonna let most of you guys wait until Friday to see what is in store for us on SmackDown leading into the Royal Rumble. backstage news. Of course, Jericho has finally spoken, admitted he's in the Royal Rumble. Mick Foley has been already confirmed in the Royal Rumble. Leading into WrestleMania, so many different talks. I get a lot of backstage news, and there are a lot of sources that I'm sure a lot of the people get, and they don't mind sharing on here. So I'm pretty sure it's not the first time you've heard it. Right now, plans are in the making for Jericho versus Punk at WrestleMania. Be a very good match. I love them both, and I could definitely see them both going on. Um, that being a highlight match for the event. Right now, Undertaker's match is in the works. It's still in talks. Nothing has been solidified yet. Right now, it's being rumored as Triple H versus Taker 3. In case you didn't know, this is their third time actually fighting. And, of course, stipulation, rumor for that is having Shawn Michaels come in and being a guest referee for that match. So the odds would be stacked up on the Undertaker as he tries to go for 20-0, or you could end up being 19-1. And more than likely, as we all know, and we all really, really are hoping to see 20-0. Rumors of him retiring, Undertaker retiring sometime this year, still have yet to be confirmed. He might retire next year. I mean, we've all seen it. Sadly, the Undertaker's body has had it, from all the years of wrestling and all the stuff that he used to do back in the Attitude Era, all the hard bumps, all the hardcore matches. So that's why he's on a very limited schedule, and you don't see him that often. And whenever you do, it's always around WrestleMania time. WrestleMania without an Undertaker match, not the same. A Money in the Bank match. Money in the Bank has been officially confirmed that it is no longer on the pay-per-view roster for this year. So that means that they are seriously considering putting Money in the Bank back in WrestleMania for this upcoming WrestleMania 28 in Miami. I am excited to hear that. I am a big Money in the Bank fan. And whenever I watch the previous WrestleManias, I always watch the Money in the Bank matches before I watch the highlighted matches. I get my kids into it too. So that's the main reason. I want to see how great those matches are. Money in the Bank never disappoints at WrestleMania. You got everyone vying for just that one single title shot instead of just having a Raw title shot and a SmackDown title shot. It's much more important when there's one person that can have his choice of either title. And same thing with this WrestleMania. Whoever wins has their choice of either title. More likely it's going to be Jericho. More likely it's going to go after CM Punk. Great heat, great match. I can wait to see them too. As far as SmackDown being polluted with AJ and Daniel Bryan, I have never heard of AJ. I just started watching WWE probably around like 2 weeks ago. To hear about AJ, see how hot she is, for one, and two, hear that she's a complete gamer, a complete comic book geek. Hey, adds more to the hotness. But to see her take that bump from the Big Show and see that replay, I mean, the first time I saw it, I was like, holy crap. Then they kept showing it from different angles. And I'm pretty sure everyone was like, okay, you're playing the heck out of this. Me seeing a diva being able to take a bump like that, and of course, being backstage and be able to brush it off. Dude, she took that bump like a champ. I commend her for it. And I was watching some of her matches on YouTube, and she has some tremendous talent. They did a good find with her in FCW and a good job training her down in FCW. So, when she comes back, when the storyline injury's done, I can't wait to see her in action. I heard she's barely in action anyway, but should she ever come into action in the ring, I would definitely be all for her and seeing her match. I would go apeshit in a heartbeat. So, that's what we got so far. If you guys want the spoilers for SmackDown tomorrow night, I will gladly do a video tomorrow night telling you where the Royal Rumble stands after SmackDown. But if you want that, leave a comment. Get me up to 15 views, okay, and I'll fucking do it. So, other than that, you guys have a good night. And, of course, buy the Royal Rumble. Buy it. It's always a surprise. You don't know who else is going to be in the Rumble. So no names have been announced, and last year we had Kevin Nash, Booker T, and Great Khali show up. So Lord knows who's going to show up this time. So yeah, buy the Royal Rumble and support it and get ready for this road to WrestleMania. It's gonna be a great WrestleMania, guys. Right now, so far, better than the previous. I say previous two. All right. Well, that'll be it for me, and I'll be back in another video, probably doing something else. I don't know what yet. So yeah, please subscribe and have a good day.